Okay, so I'm starting the walls on the second floor of this tier. Now you can probably get a better idea of how this is going to look. And I think the third floor on this tier is going to be the exact same surface area. I don't think I'm going to shrink it any. I may change my mind on that once I get the walls up and the ceiling in. Also, I think I'm about to change texture packs. I'm using the Sphax Pure BD Craft texture pack right now. I'm using the 128-bit textures. And although I love this texture pack, and it's typically my standby texture pack when I'm playing survival mode, because I really like how everything looks. It's a very cartoony comic book style texture pack. I like the armor and everything. But I think I'm going to go back to one of my old favorites, which is the Basico texture pack. And I'll play messing around with some texture packs if I'm not happy with Basico. I haven't used it in a while, and I'm sure some textures have changed, and plus the new additions. I probably haven't used Basico since right around the official release of the full version of Minecraft. So, you know, several versions have come out since then, and new additions to the game, as well as the addition of various colored wooden blocks. So maybe Basico offers something now to maybe change the look of this place a little bit. I do suggest both Sphax Pure BD Craft and Basico texture packs. There's many other good ones out there, but those are two of my favorites. Check those out. It's a little plug for those guys that do those texture packs. And yeah, I'll bring it back when I get some more work done, and possibly we'll have a new look to the place with some new textures. Okay, so I decided I was going to go with the Basico texture pack, and as you see, a big change in the wood grain already. It's a lot smoother. I like that a lot. I think this will be the texture pack I stick with for the build. As you see here, I've started putting in the ceiling on the second floor. I'm not putting in a ceiling here. This is going to be a library. It's going to be a very high ceiling room with bookshelves extending all the way to the ceiling. There'll be access ramps to the various bookshelves and you know, areas to study. Probably put an enchanting table and whatnot in there. So all I'm going to do is cover this area with the ceiling, as you see, like I've started here, and then I'll build the third and final floor on top of this tier. I haven't decided if there's going to be a little bit of a balcony or a view overlooking this room. So we'll get there. I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting in the ceiling. I like the wool texture a little better with this texture pack as well. And I'll show you a quick example here of let's take you into the inventory. Where are they at? The glowstone blocks. They don't look like your standard glowstone with this texture pack. It's one of my favorite features in the Basico. It looks like a lamp. And then of course you have the newly added, not too long ago, redstone lamps, which look really nice too. It's just really, and one day I plan on experimenting with this and having a more of a complex build with light switches and wiring running in between the floors and the walls. The only thing about that is really to do it right and to hide the wires. The walls and floors in my builds would have to be 3 layers thick, with the center layer being hollowed out to run wiring in. It would look kind of strange, I would think, with the walls being that thick, you know, placing the windows in the center. Maybe not as strange as I'm thinking. It's really hard to say without actually looking at it. Maybe I'll do a video series with some experimental builds, working with that kind of stuff. Maybe building a smaller house at first, just to kind of get the idea of how everything would work. So yeah, I'm going to finish this up, and I'll bring back some more a little bit later when I get some more work done. Okay, so I've started placing the beginnings of the roof on the house. Now, Right the opposite of foundation. With the foundation, how I usually start, as far as building on the foundation, I start with the lowest and build my way up. Instead, with the roof, I start with the highest and I work my way down. The reason being is it allows me to, if I ever need to blend any of my roofs from the different tiers together, it makes it easier to do that. So as you see, I've got the basic pitch of the roof laid out here. I'll be doing the same over here, and once I get a little bit more of the roof of the house put on, I'll continue the recording. Well, here's what I got so far. This is pretty monotonous work, so construction is going to slow down quite a bit. I'll do this for a little while and then I'll have to stop because it's slow going, but I'm pleased with the results so far. Surprisingly enough, the pitch on this section was higher than this section, so I had to do this little addition over here, and it'll blend in nicely when it's all finished. Yeah, that's what I have so far. Really can't wait to get all the roof on. It's really going to change the way this place looks. I mean, now that you get an idea of what the roof is going to look like throughout the entire house, you can kind of maybe get a mental picture in your head of the rest of the roof design. Once again, thanks for watching, everyone. Alright, the roof is finished on the highest tier. Give you a quick fly around here so you can see the finished product. What has happened here? Looks like I need to fix this. Oops. There we go. This took forever. I'm gonna take a little break now that I've finished this, but I'm pleased with the results, and things are really gonna look a lot different once I get the rest of the roof on the entire house. And once that's done, I'll be able to start working on the inside. And as I'm working on the inside, that's when I'll start cutting out windows, and it'll start looking a whole lot more like a house. It's already starting to look more like a house now in its current state. But yeah, you know, not exactly sure if I could have made that look any better, this higher pitch section of the roof, but I think that's probably the best I could have done. It's possible that I could have extended this out a little bit to I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe that's something I might do a little later, is extend this out just a little bit to where this part is a little bigger, this facing here, if that's what you want to call it. You know, I'm not really savvy with the technical terms for houses, so you have to forgive me if some of my terminology is off. But anyway, that's what I've got so far.